Turn to page 450. Today we're talking about parallel lines. Parallel lines never intersect, so what do we know about their slopes? They're obviously rising and running at the same rate, so their slopes are equal. So parallel lines have equal slopes. So if we have a parallel line and we know a point that it goes through and we know the slope of that line, then we can write the equation of that line. So if you look on page 451, example 107.1, it says find the equation of the line through -1, -3, there's our point, that is parallel to 4x plus 3y equals 7. Well, we know the point right here, but we need the slope. So if we put this in slope-intercept form, in other words, solve this for y, then we'll be able to tell what the slope is. So if I subtract 4x from both sides, I have 3y equals minus 4x plus 7. And then I divide both sides by 3. So y is equal to minus 4/3 x plus 7/3. Now remember, we're supposed to write the equation of the line that goes through this point but is parallel to this line. So all we need out of this equation is the slope. Okay, so remember, m is the number that's in front of the x. That's the slope. So in this case, m is -4/3. So that's what we need out of that. So we now have y equals -4/3 x plus b. And we know that the point that it went through was -1, -3. So just like last lesson, we're going to plug this in for x and this in for y. So we'll have -3 equals -4/3 times -1 plus b. So -3 will be equal to 4/3 plus b. And to get rid of those fractions, we can multiply everything by 3. So we'll get -9 equals 4 plus 3b, and subtract 4. So -13 equals 3b. Divide both sides by 3. So b is equal to -13/3. And remember, we take that and put it right back up here so that the equation is y equals -4/3 x minus 13/3. Alright, so that's when they give us an equation and a point. Alright, let's look at the bottom of page 451. That's 107.2. This one says find the equation of the line that passes through the point 3, 4 and has a slope of -3/4. So this one, we don't have to solve for the slope. They're giving it to us. So we're simply going to plug that in to m. Y equals -3/4 x plus b. And now we'll plug that in for x and that in for y. So I'll have 4 equals -3/4 times 3 plus b. 4 equals -9/4 plus b. And to get rid of the fractions, I'll multiply through by the common denominator, which is 4. So 4 times 4 is 16. The 4's cancel, that's -9, plus 4 times b is 4b. And I'll add 9 to both sides. So I get 25 equals 4b. And I divide both sides by 4. So that gives me b is equal to 25/4. So remember, we take that and put it right here, and that gives us the equation of y equals -3/4 x plus 25/4.
on there. Anyway, it hit me in the eye. So it made my eye really bloodshot. Well, I just kept rubbing it, and now my other eye is bloodshot too.
You think it's allergy?
Maybe.
Are they itching?
Not at all. I took an allergy pill this
I
morning.
wake up with mine itching every morning. Yeah.
All right, so the equation is y equals negative 3/4 x plus 25/4. All right, next, find the equation of the line that passes through the point negative 5, 11, and has a slope of 1/7. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'll give you a second and see how far you can get.
No, I got another thing. Somebody said after we finished that thing that they're glad we did it that way. They got a chance to see what she would look like a little bit in the summertime and when they weren't in uniforms. So
I was just going to wear a business suit.
I just want to let you know it's
Okay.
somebody said that.
All right, thank you.
And we got the other 3 lined up. We're doing them this week too.
Okay.
All right, I will see y'all tomorrow.
Okay, so you should have y equals 1/7 x plus b. And here's my x, here's my y. So 11 equals 1/7 times negative 5 plus b. I can put that over 1. So 11 equals minus 5/7 plus b. If we want to get rid of those fractions, we know by now to multiply through by the common denominator. So 77 equals negative 5 plus 7b. Get rid of that 5, so add 5 to both sides. 82 equals 7b. Divide both sides by 7. So b is equal to 82/7. And we take that and put it right here to get the equation. So y equals 1/7 x plus 82/7. All right. So one more. It says find the equation of the line that passes through the point, oh gosh, big numbers. No. Negative 50, comma 40. And this is 107.4. And has a slope of negative 1/2. So y equals negative 1/2 x plus b. There's x, there's y. So 40 equals negative 1/2 times negative 50 plus b. So 40 equals, negative times negative is positive. It goes in there 25, so 25 plus b. We don't have fractions in this one, so we don't have to get rid of those. So minus 25 minus 25, 15 is equal to b. So then we put that right here, and we get y equals negative 1/2 x plus 15.